And don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. It's surprising how small things please people with small minds like me. You know, if you've been watching my videos for the last couple of weeks and stuff, you'll know that I'm practically out of glue and I like to use a particular brand. But there just hasn't been anywhere that I've been able to get hold of. So I was out shopping with Mum this morning and we were in a famous home store that's got lots of bargains here in the UK. And I was going down the aisle next to the gardening section where they have all this seasonal stuff for, you know, solar powered lights and garden ornaments and all that kind of thing, plant pots and trellises and all that kind of malarkey. And as I got to the end, there was an aisle next to it that had kind of like household stuff on, like paint and paintbrushes and paint rollers and light bulbs and all that kind of stuff. And just out the corner of my eye, I glimpsed a little yellow corner of a box, and sure enough they had just 3 boxes on the shelf. So obviously I grabbed them. Right, that's enough of that for today. Time, hey, hello, time for a cup of tea. Oh, hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Well, you
What's
know,
this? What's this? What's this?
It's just magic. You know, sometimes when you have an idea and you're not sure whether it'll work or not, but you go ahead with it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I've had an idea for a little birdhouse. Oh, look, it's very stable, of course.
Let me come round that side.
Okay. No, it's got to be glued together yet, but
That sun's bright behind me.
it's lovely, isn't it? There's a little birdhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Put the walls on. But it has a roof as well that goes on top. Imagine, imagine that's the roof. Anyway, that's the roof.
Okay.
So, but there's also a little picket fence that goes down the side, which is rather sweet.
That's cute.
And there's a little birdie. There's a dowel to go with it as well. And a little birdie sits in front of the hole.
Oh, so it's not a real birdhouse then?
No,
It's a decorative item.
It's a decorative item, but what's nice about it is when you've made the roof, there's a little chimney piece, and you can lift the roof off and put an electric tea light in there. So you could have little lights flickering through the windows, because the windows all have frames as well. You could actually put curtains in if you wanted. Sorry, do it that way.
Sorry. Go.
Yeah. So that's the side with a little fence. But there's also little window boxes that go on as well.
Oh.
So
is this going to be a project that you're going to be doing soon?
It is. It'll be a project I'm doing possibly next week or the week after.
Right.
What's nice about it is it all comes out of 2 A4 sheets. So it's easy to post.
Well, sort of.
Sort of. It's easier to post. But you've got the little fence and everything. So you've got all the bits. It's great. I mean, there's a couple more bits that are with it as well.
Yeah.
But I was just playing around with it in here. But how sweet. And there's a little eaves at the front. That goes on there with a little scalloped edge.
Cool. I can see this being painted up in kind of like beach hut colours.
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to do townhouse teal and stuff, the indigo blue colours, then distress the edges.
So kind of like sugared almonds and that kind of ice cream colours as we call them.
What you could do as well, you could cover it with old newspaper, old newspapers or decoupage it all up.
Yeah.
And make it look really, really vintage.
Very nice.
Or you could make it a Christmas one.
You could.
You could put snow on it.
Yeah, you could very easily put do a little like sugar canes and things, couldn't you?
How dinky is that?
Plastic little sugar canes.
That's what it looks. That's the sort of thing it'll look like when the roof's on.
Oh,
so it's rather dinky, I think.
That's rather pretty.
So yeah, that's a project for.
So sneak peek coming soon.
Coming soon, yes.
Watch this space, as they say.
There's lots and lots of projects.
So onward to the tea now. the wrong tea bag in. I've put in one of yours. No, because I put sweetener in it.
I don't want one then.
Don't. Take 2. That's better colour. There we go. Tea, Earl Grey hot.
Thank you, Patrick.
So, Earl Grey tea is supposed to be drank with a slice of lemon, but don't have any. So I'm just going to put a tiny drop.
I've got some asparagus.
No, you can't have Earl Grey tea with asparagus. It's just dirty, just plain wrong. So, not content with birdhouses, you're a little busy bird yourself today, aren't you?
I am. I've just put too much butter in. 100 grams of butter.
And that's 142.
It is. I'm going to make twice the amount, so I'm going to put twice as much butter in. I'm making some fork biscuits.
Same to you.
The biscuits that you roll them up in like a little walnut. You put them on the size of a walnut, put them on the baking tray, then push them down with a fork.
So when you say size of a walnut, it means size of a walnut shell rather than actual walnut itself.
Yeah, size of a walnut shell, yes, sorry, yeah. That's all right. So I'm making some of those. I'm putting golden syrup in, I'm putting cherries in, I'm putting pecans in, and I'm going to put some sultanas in as well. But I'll show you as I get going with my magic machine. The best
Magic machine.
Machine I've ever bought. I know they're expensive. This was what, £400, but it just is brilliant.
Yes, your machine's great, but I like the cover better.
It does, well, it would.
It's very kitsch.
Got cowboys on it. Yeehaw!
It's got bare-chested cowboys on it. Yeah, very kitsch indeed. Yeehaw.
Welcome back to the kitchen. I've put all the ingredients in the magic machine. It's done its thing. Won't go into more details. So this is the dough for the biscuits. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece about the size of a walnut. Hands are clean, or they were this morning. Just going to roll it between my hands. Pop it on the tray. I'll do a few and then...
Big walnut.
Yeah, well, it was a bit, wasn't it?
Not that I'm complaining.
Oh no. Okay. I'll do one row and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So, hold onto the ball of your hand. Okay, then wet the fork and just push down. And you get a decorative pattern on top, which is in fact the fork.
Like a little cross hatching.
Yes, and then again. They will spread a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, and then
decorate with half a pecan.
Yes.
Or a cherry.
Or a cherry. The cherries you got, they were full ones. I felt honoured.
Oh, really?
So I've just got to do that another 30 odd times.
I shall cut and come back then.
Okie dokie. And they're all going in the oven. I have invested, or we have invested, obviously in a new oven, but with 3 shelves. I had to buy 2. So we'll put on the bottom.
Fan assisted, of course, since you've got 3 shelves.
Yeah, well, double fan assisted. I've got both parts of the oven on. Okay, so come back and see me in 19 minutes, and I should have some very nice things to show you. Plus, I've got a load more to do. But I've got to wash up now.
15 minutes later.
I can smell those from upstairs.
Well, yes. Start at the bottom. Look at those. One. Two. And they cook a lot quicker
Yes.
in this oven.
So how many have we got? So 9, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 just there.
Yeah. So then you turn on the cooling rack, which is just here. I need to use my spatula.
Only this was smelly vision. Beautiful. It's just such a shame we've got to wait for them to cool, because they'd be rather warm popping those in now.
Well, the trade-off is 30-degree burns or 5 minutes.
Well, this is true.
So I'm gonna...
I'll wait for the 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a change. But no, I think they look really nice. I'm really pleased with them. The oven has cooked them 4 minutes quicker than normal.
Wow.
And it's at the right temperature, 180 for a fan oven. So obviously it's a lot more economic, a lot
Yes.
more.
180C that is.
Yes, yeah. So
Marvellous. Just look at that with the sunlight streaming in across.
the thing we're missing now is a fairy. Oh, hang on.
And cut.
Well, the material's just come in now for the vintage travel journal that I've made. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. It's cotton, so it'll look really good on the front. Quick sneak peek. This is one of the signatures. It all opens out, and you've got area to put photos or do some journaling. Tag goes in there. There's an envelope there, and there's also some secret pockets to go in there. I haven't quite finished it yet. But yeah, there is so much in this one. This one will be finished next week, I think. But it all goes really well, the material and all the maps, etc. that Mike's done for me. But yeah, watch this space, coming soon.
So the sun's out today. We've got the cushions out on the furniture. The first time that we've had it out this year, I think. May have been earlier in the year, there was maybe like one afternoon or something, wasn't there, Ian?
Yeah.
But guess who's taken full advantage?
Didn't take him long.
Yeah, they've both found. Well, Bentley already knew what he was doing, but he's done it before. But this is the first time Nippy's had chance to get outside in the sunshine. Yes, the water feature is on. Chopin. Right, it's Monday, 3rd of April, about 12:30. I'm just on my way back from an eventful morning at Mum and Dad's. So I went over this morning knowing that Dad wanted hand with some repairs to the boundary fence, which we sorted, got done. But while I was there, Mum asked me to plant a few plants that we picked up at the garden centre last week when we went out for Dad's birthday lunch. which she still hadn't managed to get in the ground, so she asked me to do them while I was there, and a few other bits and pieces around the house as well. So it's been a bit of an eventful morning. So I've just stopped off on my way back home just to grab a few bits of groceries for us. So yeah, I'm going back on my diet, but this time I'm trying a different one. It's really difficult for one person in a house to go on a diet if the other person isn't on a diet. It's really difficult to think of meals that the other person wants, especially when they're what's the word, the polite word for it, discerning in what they eat. Other people would say faddy. And Ian is really faddy about what he'll eat and what he won't eat. The only meats that he'll eat are beef or chicken, and he won't eat fish unless it's a specific type. So it's really difficult to try and find foods that are good for both. Also, when one of you's on a diet. So this time I'm going to try a very low carbohydrate diet. It's like a 3-day thing, where on the first day you eat no carbohydrates whatsoever, and then on the second day you have a little bit of carbohydrate, so maybe a little bit of pasta, maybe a little bit of bread, maybe a little bit of rice, but that's it. And then on the third day you just eat as normal, and then on the fourth day you go back to the no carbohydrates whatsoever. So you've got 2 days out of 3 where your body is using the fat stored in your body rather than the carbohydrates that you're pumping into your bloodstream through potatoes and pastry and bread and rice or pasta. That's the theory anyway. Let's just see whether it works. So the boys have just got up. Look at that. You can tell they're in sync, can't you? They're actually mirroring each other this morning. Well, Nip's only just got out of bed. He's only just managed it. But look at that. What a beautiful pair of babies. Hey? What's not to love?
Well, it's our anniversary on Monday. We're going into 24 years. Woo! He says excitedly. I bought a meal. I bought it. No, he's laughing at me. Look, he's there. I bought a meal for us on these meal deals from the supermarket, and the dessert was sticky toffee pecan bun croissant thing. Well, it's not until Monday. It's now, what day are we on today? Wednesday. I can't wait that long. They're talking to me. So we're having it early and going to Marks and Spencer's to get...
Well, they'd be stale by Monday.
They would be stale, wouldn't they, Mike?
They would be stale by Monday. So we're doing them a service by eating them now.
Note to this, the sell-by date was actually Tuesday next week.
Shush.
But shush. But the boys have seen it and have decided...
Well...
They want to be in on the act, so they may get some as well.
Nick's just had a snuggle, so...
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
That's
we just had a bit of a cuddle and a kiss.
So this is talking to me, so I'm going, bye. Somebody's been muscling in on Bentley's bed, so today Mike's got Nippa a new bed. And it's a furry one with grey velvet outside. I think somebody likes it. I think Mr Nip is very happy in this new bed. Hopefully he'll leave Bentley's bed alone now. Daddy's brought a treat for him.
There you go, sweetie pie.
Oh, a treat in a new bed.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.